Okay. Yeah.
Hello, Helen and Richard. This is a small workshop that we have this afternoon. We'd like to present to you our thoughts, how it's emerging and developing. The most important step we did today was to realize that the kind of consultancy that we want to drive forward in the project enrichment of business media models is to not only have the old classical consultancy as our benchmark, but also the modern journalistic work desk. We do think that in this project, where nobody still has the obvious or correct answer, or we are in an innovation phase in the history of media, we have to develop a kind of consultancy that responds to that. We are actually on the forefront of gathering new information on how the future of media in the western part of the world shall be developed when it emerges from a classical analog platform to the digital platform. This is demanding, challenging, and great fun. So what we also have to address then is, how do we develop our business model? How do we interact with our customers in order to have them finance this travel where we are not able to promise them a clear answer on how they should develop their business. The only thing we can promise them is that we're going to have eyes all over the globe in order to identify very early innovations and important steps that can identify the routes to richer business media models, in order to make it possible for companies, media companies, to exchange analog dollars with the digital dollars and not the digital cents. So first of all, we have this vision of a news desk, but it's tailor-made. It has several distribution channels. Every customer that comes into the project will have its own code. What's important for him to know about? What kind of information will he want us to drive his way or her way? And when they receive the information through statistics, analysis, market analysis, best breed analysis, and also, of course, video material about the important trends and success stories, they should receive this as being tailor-made for them, and therefore being extremely relevant and highly usable within the organization that receives the information. So it's a knowledge factory that tries to look like a tailor when it meets the market. We have thought that this news desk, is not that much of a physical desk, but it's a virtual desk that brings together in a strongly felt desk feeling people working for Copal partners in India, people working in London, and people working throughout the Scandinavian countries, where they all share knowledge. They meet daily for 5, 10, 15 minutes briefing, what they're doing, how they're going about their business. And we assume that we will have a situation where all participating in this virtual desk organization work partly on customer finance project. They work on our publishing part. We have to, in order to take the position as the leading knowledge center within this area, we have to continuously publish on blogs and in other media how our work are developing, but not in the way that we give away facts for free, but we tease the knowledge base we are building and are the best in the market to accurately raise the fundamental questions in a way that intrigues customers. And then, of course, the important thing is that we are continuously structured building a documentation on how the enrichment of digital media models are developing throughout the major markets and throughout with major players, as we should know what's happening before anybody else in the market. We have a thought, which we might revise drastically later, that there could be an opportunity to co-brand what we're doing by also calling it the Telegraph Media Academy, in the sense that we assess now that Telegraph Media Group has done the most bold jump to a complete digital platform, and has taken out all the advantages of taking that big leap in such a way that it now is to us possibly clear as the best of breed, in the sense that it has gained a significant cost reduction ability, and therefore become quite profitable in a situation where they were doomed. And they are now working very steadily with innovations in order to improve their digital revenue side, and also with a very impressive product development. Maybe that's binding ourselves too much to one player, but that's the idea we have today. Then we would like to take out a number of other media initiatives that we think are very attractive and best of breeds and worth studying closer. We have VG in Oslo, one of the most interesting companies that has been very successful in building profitable online business. Possibly also Aftonbladet, which is a sister company within the Schibsted group, which has some very interesting twists around how they pursue their digital business opportunity. Guardian could be a difficult one to handle alongside with Telegraph, but it still remains the most well-known British successful newspaper going heavily into online and other new media ventures. Financial Times is definitely one of the market leaders that are impressing a large part of the world. Economist could be one. Glam Media is a company that we these days are following very closely in US and are very interesting. Au Feminin is another one. And we should also identify the best iPhones apps that have a well-working business models, and need your help, Helen, to identify which are the most impressive, where there is rich media content preferably and a very well-working business model. And this again brings us sort of in 4 lanes where we think we can develop interesting business. It's in the financial sector, of course. It's within celebrity news, which is doing so well online when it comes to traffic, not so well when it comes to attracting advertisers. There is woman magazines area on the digital side, exactly the opposite of celebrity news, not attracting that much traffic, but it's seriously attracting advertisers, and therefore having a slight richer model, but maybe not when you look it all in together. Then, of course, we have local news, which we are, as Scandinavian, particularly fascinated with, because local news online so far has not done impressively well, and so large parts of our business industry in the Nordics really are funded on the ability to have well paid for local news that sort of enrich their analog business models. So local news is one of our favorite areas that we would like to explore and have a separate program where we would like to work with research institutions in order to really dig deeply into that area. We should have brought also digital home as an area where we are now setting up projects. How are media coming into the smart home, and how will the business models around that be? So far we have the aggregators on TV that has created a